Peppa loves Easter. It was Easter time, and Peppa and her friends were busy making bonnets at playgroup.
My bonnet has eggs, flowers, feathers, and a chocolate magic paddle,
Peppa said proudly.
Mine has lots and lots of carrots on it,
said Rebecca Rabbit. What wonderful bonnets, children, cried Madame Gazelle. Well done. After the children put on their bonnets, Madame Gazelle said, This Easter, Miss Rabbit has an exciting surprise for you all.
Is it an Easter egg hunt?
asked Peppa. Not exactly, replied Madame Gazelle, but there are some eggs.
Is it an Easter bonnet competition?
asked Mandy Mouse.
Mine is made of cheese.
No, not this year, replied Madame Gazelle. But you can wear your lovely Easter bonnet if you like.
Yippee!
cheered Mandy.
What is the Easter surprise, Madame Gazelle?
asked Peppa. Miss Rabbit has organized an Easter extravaganza for everyone, said Madame Gazelle. Ooh, gasped the children.
Wow! But what is an Easter extravaganza, Madame Gazelle?
asked Peppa. You'll find out very soon, Peppa, said Madame Gazelle. I will be taking you to the Easter extravaganza after playgroup. Mummy and Daddy Pig are coming to help too. Hooray! cheered Peppa and her friends. By the end of the day, all the children were very excited. Make sure you take one of these, said Madame Gazelle, giving them each a little basket to carry. You'll need them for the Easter extravaganza.
Thank you, Madame Gazelle,
cried the children.
Are you ready for Miss Rabbit's Easter extravaganza?
asked Mummy Pig.
Yes,
cried the children, running down the hill. When they reached the bottom, Peppa George and their friends spotted a sign with a cupcake on it. Oh, I wonder what that is, said Daddy Pig in a mysterious voice. Shall we follow it?
Yes, please,
everyone cheered. The children followed the sign to a stall where they could decorate.
Easter cakes,
gasped Peppa. Yummy, said Daddy Pig. Everyone had fun decorating the cupcakes, and then they put them in their baskets.
But where is Miss Rabbit?
asked Peppa. She looked around and spotted a sign with an Easter card on it.
It must be a trail,
she said. The children followed the trail until they found lots of lovely Easter cards to make. When they finished the cards, they put them in their baskets.
Miss Rabbit isn't here,
said Edmund Elephant.
Perhaps we should follow that sign with an egg cap on it.
The children followed the trail to an egg cup decorating area. Then they followed some flower signs to a little meadow full of colourful spring flowers.
They're so pretty,
gasped Peppa.
I can still see Miss Rabbit,
said Mandy.
But that sign over there has a little chick on it. Let's go.
The children followed the trail until they found Granny and Grandpa Pig. and their adorable little chicks.
Ah!
Cried the children.
They're so fluffy. And so cute,
said Peppa. Hello, Peppa, said Granny and Grandpa Pig. Are you enjoying Miss Rabbit's Easter extravaganza?
Hello, Granny and Grandpa,
said Peppa.
Yes, there are so many amazing things to see and do.
After she had petted every cute little chick, Peppa looked around.
There's a sign with a very big Easter egg on it,
she cried.
This way.
Peppa and her friends continued along the trail until... Wow, said the children, spotting the most enormous egg they had ever seen.
What's inside?
Peppa gasped. The children tried to guess what might be inside the enormous egg.
I think it's a really big carrot,
said Rebecca.
Dinosaur!
Roared George.
It's an alien from Mars,
said Danny Dog. Suddenly, there was a loud crack, and out hatched Miss Rabbit!
Hooray!
Surprise! She cried, popping out of the giant egg with treats for everyone.
I hope you enjoyed my Easter extravaganza.
It was excellent, Daddy Pig chuckled. It certainly was, added Mummy Pig. Everyone thanked Miss Rabbit for their yummy treats and for her fantastic Easter extravaganza.
Hooray! Happy Easter, Miss Rabbit,
cheered Peppa and her friends.
Happy Easter, children,
said Miss Rabbit. Peppa loves Easter. Everyone loves Easter. The end. Peppa Pig. Flip Flap Peppa. Peppa loves dressing up.
Wow!
Who will she be today? Peppa is a daring explorer. She's hunting high and low.
I'm ready for adventure.
Looking for things to discover. Peppa is a grown-up lady. She's going out to the shops, smelling of Mummy Pig's perfume.
Wow! Look at my lovely shoes.
Peppa is a brave firefighter. She's ready for an emergency, wearing yellow waterproofs.
Everything is under control.
Peppa is a caring nurse. She's always ready to help with her first aid kit.
I'll make you better, George.
Peppa is a flying superhero. She's disguised in a shadowy mask, wearing a magic super cape.
I will save the day.
Peppa is a fairy tale princess. She lives in a royal palace with her little pet mouse.
Let's ride in our carriage, Sir George.
Peppa is a clever scientist. She wants to zoom into space in her powerful rocket.
I love looking at the stars.
Peppa is a hungry tiger. She's prowling through the jungle with her animal friends. Peppa is a seafaring pirate. She's about to sail the ocean blue, looking for some treasure.
Ahoy there, me hearties!
Peppa is a magic witch. She can fly through the starry skies on her magical broom.
I'll turn you into a frog.
The end. Peppa goes camping. Today, Peppa and George are very excited. They are going on holiday. Daddy Pig has a surprise. It's a camper van, grunts Daddy Pig. Wow! gasp Peppa and George.
We're going on a holiday,
Sings Peppa.
we're going on a holiday in our camper van.
Says Daddy Pig, looking at the map. Daddy Pig, cries Mummy Pig, are we lost? Well, begins Daddy Pig. Yes. Grandad Dog and Danny Dog arrive.
Hello,
Calls out Peppa.
we're lost.
Lost? asks Grandad Dog, confused. Is your sat-nav broken? Peppa, George, Mummy and Daddy Pig don't know what a sat-nav is. Sat-nav is a computer that helps you find your way, explains Grandad Dog. Welcome to the car of the future, bleeps the sat-nav.
Can you tell us where to go?
asks Peppa. Go straight, replies the sat-nav. Daddy Pig thanks Grandad Dog and the family continue on their way.
We're going on a holiday,
Sings Peppa.
we're going on holiday in our camper van.
Suddenly the camper van is low on oil, but Daddy Pig can't find the engine. Mummy Sheep and Susie Sheep arrive in their car.
Hello, Susie.
Cries Peppa.
We've lost our engine.
Lost your engine? Replies Mummy Sheep. I don't know a thing about engines, says Mummy Sheep, but I'll have a look. I'm probably wrong, but this looks like an engine, says Mummy Sheep, lifting the boot. Well spotted, Mummy Sheep, gasped Daddy Pig, pouring oil into the engine. Daddy Pig thanks Mummy Sheep, and the family are off again.
Are we nearly there yet?
asked Peppa, sighing. Just up the next hill, says the sat-nav. You have reached your destination, says the sat-nav when they get to the top of a steep hill. Hooray! Everyone cheers. Time for bed, says Mummy Pig. Peppa and George put on their pyjamas.
But where will we sleep?
asked Peppa. Mummy Pig and I will sleep on this bed, says Daddy Pig, pressing a button. Ta-da! A lovely big bed appears in the room. And you two will sleep upstairs, like you always do, says Mummy Pig. Watch this, says Daddy Pig, pressing another button. Brrr. Suddenly the camper van's roof lifts up and a bunk bed appears. Daddy Pig tucks Peppa and George into bed. The camper van is just like our little house, says Peppa. Good night, everyone, says the sat-nav. Sleep well. The end. George's racing car. Peppa, George, Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig are watching racing cars on television. It's such a lovely day, you should go outside and play, Granny Pig says. What shall we do? Asked Daddy Pig. Says George. George wants to play racing cars, sighs Peppa. Let's build him one, says Grandpa Pig. He finds an old pram in his shed. Clever Grandpa Pig turns the pram into a pedal car.
Wow!
What's your favourite number, George? Asks Daddy Pig. George replies. Daddy Pig paints a big 2 on the car's bonnet. Along come Danny Dog, Zoe Zebra and Pedro Pony. Look at George's racing car, says Peppa. We'll race you 3 times around the garden, George, they cry. Go! Peppa shouts, waving a checkered flag. At the end of lap 2, George is in the lead until one of his wheels comes off. I'm the chief mechanic, cries Peppa. I can fix it. George gets back in the race, but now he's last. Oh no! Granny Pig comes outside to see what the noise is all about. Come on, George, she shouts. Meow, he says, pedalling as fast as he can. Go, George, go! Snort Peppa, Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig. George finally takes the lead and zooms across the finishing line. George is the winner, declares Grandpa Pig. Well done, George, says Peppa. You're the best racing driver in the whole world. George agrees. And you've got the best chief mechanic in the whole world too, adds Daddy Pig. Yes, that's me, says Peppa, pointing to herself proudly. Everyone laughs. The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa loves our planet. It was Love Our Planet Week at Playgroup. Peppa and her friends were very excited. Welcome, children, said Madame Gazelle, pointing to a picture of the world. This is Earth, the planet we live on. Wow, gasped the children. The little things we do to look after our planet can make a big difference, continued Madame Gazelle. Can anybody think of some things we can do to help? Recycle, cried Peppa. Use less water, said Pedro Pony. Grow our own snacks, squeaked Rebecca Rabbit. Walk, not drive, said Zoe Zebra. Save electricity, barked Danny Dog, switching off the light. All excellent ideas, said Madame Gazelle. Well done, but let's turn the lights back on for now, Danny, so we can see. Okay, said Danny. Now, children, I'd like you each to make a Love Our Planet scrapbook at home, said Madame Gazelle. You can fill it with all the things you do to help look after our planet and then bring it in for show and tell. Ooh, gasped Peppa and her friends excitedly. They loved making scrapbooks and they loved show and tell. At home time, Daddy Pig arrived with Peppa and George's scooters.
Can we scooter home every day, Daddy?
asked Peppa.
It will be better for our planet if we don't use the car.
Great idea, Peppa, said Daddy Pig. I love scootering. Daddy Pig raced off and Peppa and George scootered after him.
Wait for us, Daddy,
cried Peppa. When they got home, Peppa and George helped Mummy and Daddy Pig with dinner.
If we put the peelings in the waste bin, Grandpa can use the compost for his garden, said Peppa. Then he can look after our planet too.
Lovely idea, Peppa, said Mummy Pig. We can take them to Grandpa tomorrow. The next day, Peppa and George scootered over to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house with the food waste bin. Thank you, Peppa, said Grandpa Pig, thrilled with his gift. Over time, these peelings will turn into compost, which will be very fantastic food for my plants and will help my garden grow very nicely.
And it will help look after our planet,
said Peppa. Then Grandpa Pig had a surprise. He gave Peppa and George a window box to take home. These flowers are very important, he explained. Bees and butterflies love them. We need insects to help plants make seeds.
Thank you, Grandpa,
cried Peppa, buzzing around and pretending to be a bee.
I'm a busy bee, looking after our planet. Buzz, buzz.
George giggled. When they arrived home from Granny and Grandpa Pig's house, Peppa and George watered their lovely new window box.
Look, George, cried Peppa. All these bees and butterflies have come to visit our new flowers. We're looking after our planet.
After lunch, it was time to pop to the shops.
Daddy, remember to bring some old shopping bags so we don't have to get new ones, said Peppa.
Great idea, Peppa, said Daddy Pig, picking up some shopping bags to reuse. Right, let's go. Just as they were leaving, George pointed to the light switch.
He wants to turn off the light to look after our planet,
explained Peppa. Thank you, George, said Mummy Pig. I'll do it for you. From now on, your job can be to remind us to turn off the lights. George grinned. He was very happy with his new job. That evening, Peppa and George tidied up and put everything into the right recycling bins.
Let's sing the recycling song, said Peppa. Recycle, recycle, we're going to recycle tin cans, bottles, newspapers. Recycle, recycle, we're going to recycle.
We'll take everything to Mr. Bull's recycling depot tomorrow, said Mummy Pig. But there's still one more thing left for us to do today.
Our scrapbooks, cheered Peppa.
Peppa and George used some of the cardboard from the recycling bin to make their Love Our Planet scrapbooks. Then they drew and stuck in pictures of all the different things they had done to help look after our planet. Wow, what lovely scrapbooks, said Daddy Pig.
They're recycled, Daddy,
said Peppa proudly. At bedtime, Daddy Pig was the last one to brush his teeth.
Make sure you turn off the tap while you're brushing, Daddy, said Peppa. That way you won't waste any water. Slank slapper, mumbled Daddy Pig through a mouthful of toothpaste. The next morning at playgroup, Peppa, George and their friends showed Madame Gazelle their Love Our Planet scrapbooks. Fantastic work, children, said Madame Gazelle. You found lots of ways to look after our planet. I hope you've all learned that when it comes to looking after our planet, every little thing makes a big difference, shouted Peppa and her friends, finishing Madame Gazelle's sentence for her. Peppa, George and their friends love our planet. Everyone loves our planet. The end.
Peppa Pig, recycling fun. Mr. Bull, the bin man, is collecting the rubbish. It is early in the morning, so he tries to be as quiet as he can. Crash, smash, splash! But Mr. Bull is not very good at being quiet. Hello, Mr. Bull, snorts Daddy Pig, Peppa and George. Hello, everyone, says Mr. Bull. Peppa and George are helping to clear up the breakfast things. We don't put bottles in the rubbish bin, they can be recycled, says Mummy Pig. Soon they have collected enough things so Peppa and her family set off for the recycle centre. Mummy Pig has the bottles and Peppa has the tin cans. George has the newspapers. Is everybody ready? Asked Daddy Pig. Yes, shout Peppa and George. Clink, clink, rattle, rattle, rustle, rustle. Soon they arrive at Miss Rabbit's recycle centre. Miss Rabbit is sitting up high, up inside a big crane. She is busy recycling all the rusty old cars. It is very noisy. Who knows which bin the bottles go in? Asks Mummy Pig. The green one, says Peppa. That's right, snorts Daddy Pig. Clink, clink. And the cans go in the blue one, says Peppa. Well done, Peppa, says Mummy Pig. Rattle, rattle. Daddy Pig lifts George up so he can empty the newspapers into the red bin. Rustle, rustle. Where's our car gone? Asks Daddy Pig. Stand back, shouts Miss Rabbit from up above them. Miss Rabbit is about to recycle Peppa's car. Stop, shouts Peppa. Our car isn't old and rusty. Ha ha, silly me, says Miss Rabbit. I just love recycling. So do we, laughs Peppa. But we also love our little car. The end. Peppa Pig and the Earth Day Adventure. It's Earth Day, and Peppa Pig and her family are ready to celebrate with a visit to the botanical gardens.
Wow!
Before they go, Peppa and George sort the recycling. Newspapers go in the red bin, cans go in the blue bin, and bottles go in the green bin.
Vegetable scraps and eggshells go into the compost bin, says Peppa. Grandpa Pig will use the compost in his garden.
Ew, says George. It's time to go, and Daddy Pig has a surprise. An electric car. This car runs on batteries instead of gas. That helps the air stay clean. The car even has a name. It is called Roger. This car can drive itself, says Daddy Pig. Peppa and George look out the window on the way to the botanical gardens.
Look, says Peppa, a windmill. Ew, says George. Mr. Bull built a windmill near my school, says Peppa. The wind turns the blades and they make electricity. Whoosh, says George. At the botanical gardens, Peppa and her family meet Miss Rabbit. Welcome, she says. Would you like to see the wildflower garden? Yes, please, says Peppa. Look at all the bees, says Mammy Pig. The bees and flowers help each other. Miss Rabbit tells them, the bees take pollen from one flower and move it to another one. That helps the flower make seeds which grow into new flowers.
Wow!
Peppa and her family visit the room with cacti and palm trees. Peppa sees a new plant.
What is that?
She says.
That's a Venus flytrap, Miss Rabbit says. It eats flies.
Peppa and George watch while the plant eats a fly.
Wow,
says Peppa.
jump,
Says George. The next room is very wet.
This is a rainforest garden,
Says Miss Rabbit.
These plants need lots of water.
Miss Rabbit flips a switch and turns on the rain. Next, they head outside to the children's garden, where they find something really special. A muddy puddle. Peppa's friends are visiting the botanical gardens today too.
Hello, Susie Sheep. Hello, Pedro Pony. Hello, Mandy Mouse,
she says. On the way home, Daddy has a rest while Roger drives the car.
Wow!
It's like magic,
Says Peppa. Police officers, Panda and Squirrel stop Daddy Pig's car because Daddy Pig doesn't have his hands on the wheel. But it's okay, Roger is driving. Roger shows his driver's license to the officers. It's dark when the family returns home. It has been a great Earth Day.
Will you be all right out here, Roger?
Asked Peppa. Oh, yes, says Roger.
Good night, Peppa. Good night, Roger,
Says Peppa.
Happy Earth Day.
Hooray!
The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.